Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's get to some stocks on the move. Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sokova, she is in the house. And you got to start with Nvidia.
Yeah, if you want to talk about reversals of fortunes, we have to start with Nvidia. The rally in Nvidia shares faded. Now it's down about 2%, but it fell as much as 3%. Initially, after we got the earnings, the stock climbed more than 5%. There were all those worries about AI spending, and it seems like this morning everyone was over it. But clearly, we're back, and investors are worried about AI spending. Nvidia had a very strong report. Of course, the sales were about 65 billion in the January quarter, 3 billion more than analysts were predicting. Everyone was excited. Jensen Huang addressed the AI bubble and said, this is something different. This is not what we're seeing from our vantage. But the fear is strong. Investors have expressed concern about the structure of all those mega deals, and there is 5 announcements a week we're getting up. Especially when it comes to Nvidia, there are investments in startups such as OpenAI, Anthropic, and the issue is whether the pacts are creating artificial demand for computers. And investors are worried. Nvidia currently is not projecting any sales from AI accelerators in China. So China has been one part of the report that is worrying investors. But yesterday was enough to ignore. Today, we're penalizing that.
It's such an interesting moment because for a big part of the morning until about 10 o'clock, the stock was surging. There was a rally happening, but then the real shift happened starting at 10, and we've seen the stock move lower since then.
Yeah, for sure.
There was no clear catalyst.
I think a lot of people are also worried about rate cuts. We saw the jobs report. It was a strong jobs report.
Agreed.
We see a Fed that split, so that's definitely weighing as well. But
Yeah. I mean, these riskier assets, right? In a higher rate environment, you look at these valuations differently. Hey, I do want to point out that Nvidia is off about almost 12% since October 29th. So technically, we've seen a correction in this name.
Yeah.
And I was just curious to see, I like doing the technicals, looking up RSI, Relative Strength Index, and that stock not yet moving towards maybe an oversold, but not really quite. It's kind of in the middle between the red and green lines, red being overbought, green being oversold. So it's not quite there. And that's that valuation story. All right, let's get to one that is definitely an outperformer in today's trade. And it's not high tech.
it's not high tech. Yes, we have one stock that's definitely in the green today. Walmart shares rose as much as 7%. The world's biggest retailer raised its full year sales and profit outlook. The ticker, of course, is WMT. We're talking about Walmart, which sees net sales rising about 5% higher than previous projected. And this is the second time they increased their forecast. Obviously, everyone has been looking out for the consumers. We saw quite a few worrying earnings report, but Walmart is not amongst them. Of course, they're saying that they're seeing pressure in lower incomes. But compared to some of their competitors, we're not seeing that many worrisome results. That said, middle and higher income shoppers aren't pulling back. We know Walmart has been targeting them. They have like Chanel bags and they have online.
Wait, do they have real Chanel bags?
They have pre-owned. Yeah, that was a big push to reach those consumers.
I had no idea.
Are you gonna?
You see?
Does that change your view, Carol Menser?
Yeah.
I don't have a view on Walmart. I just report on the company.
on Chanel bags. I don't know.
I think that's kind of interesting.
I mean, look, they're going for the higher end consumer. They're trying to bring it in.
Yeah.
They're big on e-commerce as well. That has been doing very well. And the stock is up 19%. So no matter what position it is on Chanel bags, they're doing well.
But I am right now Googling Walmart pre-owned Chanel.
Okay. Well, you do that. I'm going to
It's for work research.
It's for research.
It is. Yeah. Can I just tell you, Walmart's up, 18% year to date. So it's been doing fairly well.
Well, let's go to another stock that's in the red today, and that would be Oracle. What's going on with Oracle today?
Yeah, we're going back to the AI trade and the losers of that AI trade. And Oracle is a very interesting name. It's down 35% for its September high. Just today, it's down about 5%. The ticker, of course, is ORCL. And everyone has been looking at that name, and not just the stock. Everyone has been looking at the company CDS.
I'm so glad you're doing this.
This is so fascinating.
Yes.
So traders have piled into the company credit default swaps in recent months. So now we have about 5 billion of volume over the 7 weeks that just ended. This time last year, it was 200 million. So it's 25 times more. It's so interesting how this emerged as this barometer for AI credit health. We have an excellent story on the terminal, but Morgan Stanley is one of the companies who was actually worried about net adjusted debt of Oracle, and they're projecting it doubling to about 300 billion. And the hedge they recommended, 5-year CDS. On Oracle. So definitely this trade is circulating. Obviously data on this is coming a little bit slow, but you can imagine that it's a good barometer of investor being really, really worried. It's 3 times what it was just a couple of weeks back. So it's moving very fast.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.